Hey guys, welcome back to Geek Space, where today I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on the brand new Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie. In this video, we're going to do a deep dive into why I believe this is a huge step forward for the franchise. There's a lot to break down, from the story choices to the surprises I didn't see coming, so buckle up. I've been hyped for its release for a long time, so without further ado, let's find out if this movie actually lived up to the excitement. So Five Nights at Freddy's 2 kicks off with a flashback to 1982, where we get to actually see Charlotte Emily's death play out on screen. Then we jump to the present day, 1 year after the tragic events of the first movie. At this point, everything that's happened at Freddy's has faded into rumours and whispered stories. Mike and Vanessa are trying to keep things normal, whilst Abby can't help but tell her classmates about her Freddy's experiences. Vanessa is still wrestling with her past. Abby unknowingly releases the toy animatronics into the world, and Mike ends up turning to Henry Emily for help when things start spiralling yet again. But with the recap out the way, let's get into my thoughts on Five Nights at Freddy's 2, starting with our human cast. Once again, Josh Hutcherson and Elizabeth Lail deliver solid performances as Mike and Vanessa. They really settle into their roles this time. Abby's performance is once again on par with the first movie, which isn't bad at all, though child actors can definitely be a bit hit or miss. Still, Piper Rubio's love for this character and the franchise really shines through in every scene she's in. In their limited screen time, Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich absolutely nail their roles as William Afton and Henry Emily. William feels genuinely threatening during Vanessa's nightmare sequences, and Henry's moment on screen carries a powerful sense of grief over his daughter's death. It really feels like a missed opportunity that the two never got time to interact. Seeing the original Scream killers share the screen yet again would have been this movie's trump card. McKenna Grace and Freddie Carter as Lisa and Michael Afton also do great jobs with what they've been given. But let's be honest, no one watches the FNAF movies for the human cast. So now, let's talk about the animatronics. So, the toys are the main focus of this movie here, especially Toy Chica for some reason. I'm guessing the writer's room must have been full of Toy Chica fans. The puppet is also fantastic in this movie. From that opening scene where Charlotte falls into the puppet's arms, I knew this film was about to be peak. But we do need to talk about the whole possession thing. I actually like that the toys aren't possessed by the kids this time, but instead the puppet herself. But what doesn't quite land is the whole thing with her taking control of humans. It feels a bit random, especially since it's not in the games. Personally, I think it would have been stronger if it had just been the actual puppet the whole time, instead of humans wearing face paint. Still, the scenes where Charlotte tries to force Vanessa to give her the code to release the animatronics is insanely good. And the way Toy Chica looks up at the camera, so creepy, so cool. Once the animatronics are loose, they all go after different targets. Toy Freddy and Bonnie go after random families, Toy Chica goes after Abby's teacher, and Mangle hunts down Vanessa. Which brings me to the voice acting. Honestly, the voices give the toys just so much life. Kellen Goff goes full glam rock Freddy for Toy Freddy. Matt Pat's Toy Bonnie voice shocks me. It's way higher pitched than I expected. And Megan Fox's Toy Chica is both great and genuinely funny at times. But what you may be wondering is, what about the Wizards? Well, they get way less screen time than the toys. Basically, Toy Chica realises Mike is trying to reactivate the proximity lock, so she wakes up the Wizards, and they go after him. I loved seeing that classic FNAF 2 gameplay brought to life. Checking cameras, flashing lights, putting on the mask, the whole deal. Also, Circus Baby makes an appearance. My entire cinema started screaming when she showed up. And while we're talking about the animatronics, the moment when the classic group storms in and dismantles the toys was hilarious. It felt like one of those 2017 Who Would Win fight videos. But overall, the animatronics look absolutely spot on to the games. Easy 10 out of 10. As for the horror, it's a big step up from the first movie. The puppet's possession, especially of Abby, is absolutely terrifying. Honestly, it gave me major Conjuring vibes, which is wild for a FNAF movie. Vanessa's nightmare sequence was also genuinely scary. I actually felt real fear for her. This movie really raises the bar when it comes to kills too. I love the scene when Michael Afton leads the paranormal investigator into the pizzeria, and Mangle grabs one, lifting him up to the ceiling. And of course, the gruesome moment when Toy Chica crushes Mr. Berg's head. Someone in my cinema shouted "Diva" when that happened. I was also really surprised to see that Charlotte was shown with stab wounds in her back during the opening sequence. That said, I do wish there was more kills in this film. With the animatronics escaping into the world, this movie had a perfect opportunity to go wild. But the PG-13 rating definitely keeps it down. Still, the horror elements hit way harder than the first film. But to balance out the horror, the movie also packs in a lot of great comedy. Corey Kenshin returns as the hilarious taxi driver, bringing his usual charm to the role. One of my favourite bits was when Mike presses the Freddy plush, and it goes My entire cinema laughed for like 2 minutes straight. And of course, when Mike decapitates Balloon Boy, someone in the audience screamed, "Go to hell, Balloon Boy," which had everyone losing it. Also, kind of forgot to talk about this, but the film ends with Vanessa getting possessed by the puppet, which could lead to her becoming Vanny in the next one. Also, in the post-credits scene, we see a group of people making a horror attraction, and they find Springtrap in a hidden room, setting up the third film based on FNAF 3. I'm very excited. In conclusion, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is a major step up from the first film, in terms of animatronics, horror, comedy, and set design. The whole thing was just so much better. Alright guys, we've reached the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Drop a comment down below and let me know what you thought about the movie. Did you like it? Which animatronic is your favourite? I want to hear all your thoughts. Anyway, I hope you have a great day and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!